Welcome to this video of having a discussion with me while I work. Just wanted to introduce to you Playwright as a test automation framework and how can you use it, where should you not use it, and yeah, just give you an overview of its applications, and hopefully you will have made a clear decision by the end of this video. So let's say that Playwright as a test automation framework, it interacts with the engine of your browser. So for example, it could be Chromium, Firefox, or WebKit. It is also a multi-language test automation framework, so you could use it with JavaScript, Java, or C++. It also you could also use it for cross-browser and the cross-platform testing. Let's say with a bit of a perk for the legacy browsers, for example Internet Explorer, but it overall covers, let's say, all of them. So you have Chromium, WebKit, and Firefox, which are the three most popular engines available at the moment. You have also the possibility with Playwright to have actually the automatic weighting, which is something cool for us. It reduces the flakiness of the test automation. Also, Playwright, indeed, you have the possibility of having parallel tests. So yeah, you have also I think incredible tooling. So this is really great about it. You have CodeGen, for example, which basically allows you to, while you're actually performing actions on the UI, it basically records all the interactions and stores them as code. Then you also have Trace Viewer, where you can actually include and investigate test failures, screenshots, or network logs. Then let's say what are something to look for in the CodeGen tool. It is great, so it creates basically the code from the actual clicks that you perform on the storefront that get recorded. The part that you should look for is that basically you should be aware that it doesn't support data-driven inputs. So meaning if you have multiple, let's say, test data setup that you need to do that manually later on when writing the code. And you also need to, because it tracks the click during the time that you do it, it may not find the best locator, so it lacks that predictive intelligence that maybe an AI tool may have in that case, so for the AI code generators. And it doesn't support, let's say, logging during the execution, meaning, for example, you will have the code written out, you won't have, let's say, logging written in your code just to describe the different steps, so that may be also manual work. So ideally it may be a great tool just to explore the option of actually running that test, but then you need to improve it and refactor it to make it maintainable across time. Okay, I guess we spoke about it being multi-platform, multi-language, then also having this incredible tooling for inspections and generating code. What is a pain point of Playwright? So you basically have Playwright as a framework. Is an incredible UI framework that you can use. What it lacks is in built-in, let's say, maybe API functions to test. So you may have a very advanced UI library, you don't have that natively in Playwright for the APIs. And also, let's say, it has a steeper learning curve, at least for beginners. So you may actually use Playwright if you have some prior experience in test automation. And also you may actually use it in bigger projects and maybe enterprise projects where you need to actually test automation that is scaled to a bigger amount of tests, let's say. For smaller projects, I always suggest to use Selenium or Cypress. But yeah, indeed Cypress, because Selenium can be also used for bigger projects, but yeah, Playwright requires, let's say, more thought of setup, at least initially, and could be harder for a person that just starts out with it. Yeah, and I think that's it. Just make sure that you use Playwright mainly for UI testing. For Playwright, it doesn't have support for it. You may need additional tools for that, and it is resource intensive, so make sure that you have a strong CI plan for running it and the resources available. And that's it. Then if you choose it, have fun. It would be great if you have many test cases and if you're working in a big project. All right, thank you all. Bye bye.